Hi everybody, my name's David Inman and welcome to this video about FRICS after APC. Let's ask the basic question of why go for fellowship. I presented for RICS a presentation at some events earlier on this year looking at the salary benefits and the career progression benefits of going for fellowship. Now, I'm not going to dwell on these and they're pretty obvious. I just want to say to you that in life, how many times can you be at the top of your peer group? There's no higher grade than fellowship in RICS. So just think about that. Think about if you become an RICS fellow, you're at the top grade of our profession and it's something you'll be incredibly proud of. In terms of my experiences, I can say yes, it's probably opened doors professionally, even though I'm not really going to go into that for client confidentiality, but it does give you a bigger exposure to the marketplace and I think it's a positive for anybody's career. So I would encourage anybody who's passed their APC and has achieved MRICS to think about going for RICS fellowship. In this video, I'm going to go over how you do it. To achieve fellowship, RICS set out 12 qualifying criteria, and you've got to choose 4 of them. The first group is as a champion, and the first criteria is service to RICS. Have you been on a board? Have you been involved in matrix? Have you been an APC assessor, which you can't do before you pass your APC, but if you're an APC assessor, that's one of the qualifying criteria. And the second one is, have you given profession to another professional body? Now, if you have done, contact RICS because there's a myriad of professional bodies out there that can qualify. So if you think you qualify through service to another professional body, my advice is to contact RICS. And the final champion criteria is market or industry recognition. Are you recognised in your market or industry as being a pioneer, being a leader technically, or a leader of people? That's the third of the champions criteria. The next group of categories is the expert categories. You may have an expert qualification. You may be an expert through a qualification. If you want to go down this route to fellowship, please check with RICS whether your qualification meets their requirements. In my case, my expert qualification was having Chartered Environmentalist status, which I achieved via the RICS accreditation scheme. The second expert criteria can be teaching. You may be an expert and demonstrate this by teaching others. Again, check with RICS to see which level you need to be teaching at and who you need to be teaching to. And thirdly is if you're acting as an expert witness. By its very nature, expert witness, you must be an expert, and this is the third of the 3 expert routes to fellowship. The first influencer category is leadership. Are you a leader in your organisation or wider professional community? Would you lead on technical matters? So this is a great one to bring your technical knowledge and the knowledge in your organisation as a qualifying criteria for fellowship. The next category for influencer is management and looking at who you're managing and how you're managing. And the third one is development. How are you developing others? How are you developing yourself? How are you developing the profession? And the final category is as role model. The first role model can be as client care. We all have to do client care as part of our APC, but this is how you develop it further into the marketplace and lead whatever organisation you work for. It's how you lead on that client care and deliver that client care. The second role model is operation. So are you acting as a role model operationally within your organisation and maybe the wider profession? And the final role model is for society and the environment. So are you making a difference in society. It could be the society in which you're working in, or the wider society, or the environment. Does your role improve the environment? Does it protect the environment? To apply, you need to submit 500 words per selected experience to RICS. As part of this, if applicable, you need to gather any third-party evidence and then pay an application fee to RICS. The good news is there is no interview for fellowship. If you pass, there will be a membership fee rise that must be paid before you can take on the designation. I hope you've liked our short webinar on how to apply for RICS fellowship. It's a really important qualification to our profession and to me. And if anybody's thinking of applying for it, I would definitely go for it and achieve your goals.